Welcome back. Well, gratefulness and mindfulness, two loaded words that can mean different things to different people. But they're both ones that an Australian man is taking to schools across the country to teach our kids about resilience when it comes to mental health.
Today, reporter Mia Glover went along to one of his sessions with students in Lismore, a town which knows all too well the importance of resilience.
Lismore, February 2022, swallowed by a once-in-a-generation flood. The town enduring horror, heartbreak and moments of heroism.
Anybody there? I can hear it. Hello?
But some 15 months on, the water has disappeared and the smiles are slowly returning.
Good one.
At Lismore South Public School, students from across the community have come together for a special visitor, one who knows the value of being resilient.
This town is just a story of hope and resilience and bouncing back, and it just brought me so much joy. I almost felt like the irony of me talking to him about resilience, it's not lost on me.
Hugh started the Resilience Project after spending time in a small, poor community in India where there was no electricity or running water.
But I do remember being in that community and thinking to myself, I have never seen joy like this before. And the reason I experienced joy was I practiced gratitude every day.
Since then, he's taken his knowledge and shared it to 1,000 schools across the country. It was a phone call from Emma, a teacher at Lismore's Living School, who convinced him to come here with the help of Coles.
It was desperately needed. You can't even begin to fathom and imagine the things that these students are going through, what they're seeing, what they're part of. And so being able to, develop gratitude, empathy, mindfulness, these are skills that not only support them now in the face of disaster, but that can be with them for the rest of their lives.
Who would like to come up the front and tell me how they practice mindfulness?
Can you give us some examples a bit more in depth of what you do when you go into these schools?
Yeah, so when we go to schools, there's a whole host of stuff that happens. I mean, first of all, we do a wellbeing profile of the whole school, so we work out what's happening with the kids in the school, how their mental health is. We train the teachers. We're just trying to give kids all ages their tools and strategies so that when something goes wrong in their life.
And when you hear the statistics, it's frightening. 1 in 7 of these children will suffer from a mental illness, something Hugh is on a path to reduce. But he's not only helping kids, also adults, like Cheryl, the manager of the Lismore Coles.
There was 1.7 metres of water went through the store, so everything went. We had 17 team members lose everything in the floods.
And how are you going now?
We are getting there.
Good.
We have one of our last team members is actually moving into her home next week, hopefully, and we've been following that story.
The store today back being the heart of the town, and Cheryl says Hugh and the Resilience Project team played a big part in their return.
How are you practicing gratefulness and mindfulness post-floods now?
We're a close team, which we've been through so much, it's understandable. But in just saying hello in the morning and how you doing and checking in on people, my door's always open.
Can I get you guys to talk to the person next to you just for 30 seconds about how you might practice mindfulness?
The classroom session with Hugh leaving a lasting impression on all of them.